Hi guys, I'm Jimmy Nichols and this is my first part of my new series of cocktail making videos. The whole reason I'm doing this is about how to make amazing cocktails at home. Well, I try and make them amazing anyway. I'm totally brand new to this, so I'm probably going to offend a lot of cocktail makers out there. But please let me know about any mistakes I make along the way, any tips you have, but this is all about sharing and having fun and having some great drinks at home. So today I'm going to start off with the first cocktail I learned to make, which was probably about 2 weeks ago, which is a Negroni, which has quickly become my favourite drink. It's in January now, so just through the Christmas period, and I usually would drink quite a lot of beer over Christmas, but this year I've drank far less beer and a lot more Negronis, so that says something anyway. But anyway, here we go. I'll show you how to make it, and I'll tell you some stories along the way as well. So the Negroni is a very simple cocktail to make. It's based on 3 components, which is 1, gin, 2, vermouth, 3, Campari, and it's literally equal measures of each. When I became interested in cocktails though, I bought a book on Kindle. I found pretty much the cheapest book I could find. Well, not necessarily the cheapest, but one from a cool cocktail bar in New York. I'd never even heard of it, but the front cover looked cool, so I bought that one. It's called the Raving Company. And they have cocktail bars in New York, Denver and LA, I think. So anyway, big up to those guys for teaching me how to make my first drink. This is their classic Negroni recipe. And the difference is, I think, that they use 2 tanks of vermouth and mix them together. So I've got a Dolin Rouge vermouth here and a Punt vermouth. So basically half and half of those. Or if you're making lots of cocktails for lots of people, you can pre-mix those together so you have them ready to go. So for this, you need to have 25 millilitres of vermouth. So like I say, half and half of this. So, and I haven't even put my ice in the shaker yet. So, that first. I haven't been putting loads of ice in this, so I've just been putting maybe 4 or 5 cubes. And it's not all about the ice being in the drink, it's just to kind of chill it down a bit, I think, before you drink it. So anyway, back to business. Half of the Punt, half of the Dolin. Put all those together. Stick them in the mixing tin, and then 25 millilitres of Campari. Put that one in the tin, and finally, this is the way that Def & Co say, instead of just equal measures exactly, it's a shot and a half of gin, and I'm using Tanquari. It's like pretty decent gin. There's a lot of craft gins out there that you could use as well, but Tanquari, it's been Christmas, you usually get a litre for about 20 quid in the supermarket, so why not? And yep, so you get them all in the tin, you don't shake it, you give it a good stir instead. I don't know how long to do it for. Like I say, I've never made a cocktail in my life before this, so I've been stirring for just counting to 30 basically. The whole stirring process, I believe, is well about cooling it down, but also about the dilution of the drink. That should do. So yeah, just because you've got basically pure alcohol going in here, so just to add that little bit of water just to break it down a little bit, and then I try and scoop out just 1 single ice cube to go in the glass, like that, and then I'll just put the lid on that so I can just strain the drink straight into the glass. I'm using a coupe glass here, but I have seen them served in more like a kind of rocks glass, like a whiskey glass. And when I YouTubed about how to make a Negroni, I think you're going to use a lot more ice and making it quite differently really, but I'm a home cocktailist or mixologist, I suppose that's what they're going to call me if I ever get good at this. And yeah, what I saw, they're using a piece of ice as big as a fist, like literally like that. It was so big they had to get an ice pick out to like chip away with it just to get it in the glass. So if you go to a fancy cocktail bar, that's probably what they'll do, but if you're doing it in your kitchen like I am, I'm using like ice cubes from Aldi or Lidl or something like that, and there we go. And to finish the drink off, a very vital part of the process is the orange twist, which sounds a lot more fancy than it actually is. It's literally potato peeler, orange. Wash your orange first, just give it a bit of a rev, get rid of any wax that might be on there or any dirt, and then just give it a peel, probably around about, I don't know, 6-7 centimetres. And just go deep enough so you get a little bit of the pith on the orange, so sort of like that. And then just sort of squeeze it and twist it into the glass. And as you're doing that, you'll see on the top of the liquid, just a little bit of that kind of spray as some of the oil goes into the glass. And then that's literally it. Just give it a little twist, drop it in, ready to go. That's the first cocktail of my series. Cheers, guys. Tasty.